Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, Megan.
Happy Tuesday. I'm so, it's weird how you and I just dress alike every time.
Yeah, we're really dressed up for you guys today. Megan's in her sweatshirt and I'm in my pickleball t-shirt. So I feel like if I stay down here, like I could get away with, well, I'm cockeyed. I could get away with people not knowing that it's a pickleball t-shirt. But yeah, it's kind of like Tuesday. And I didn't feel like
Yeah.
dressing up.
Yeah. Yeah. The outdoors are calling a little bit. It's sunny. The garden weather is ready to go. Uh, you know.
Yeah. So here's our topic for today, right? So it's Time Management Tuesday. We're talking about time management.
Mhm.
Everybody's so busy right now. So busy. I mean, in the interior design business forum group, they're interior designers. The industry is booming. In my other group, the coaching hotspot, coaching industry is booming because a lot of businesses are starting to come back and they're in need of help. So I thought this topic that was your idea is actually a really good one. When panic sets in about, I have so much to do, where do I start?
Yeah, there's
So
so much, like, it's a different type of panic. It feels like almost like there's a perpetual state of panic. There's not enough customers. There are too many customers. I have so much to do. I have too little to do. You know, but this is unique in that my daughter called from school this morning and just completely overwhelmed. The musical is over for the season. She's entering into her finals. Then I'm looking around at all of my checklists that I have to finish up for all of these irons I have in the fire and clients lining up over here. And what's on Hulu?
right, what can I watch on Netflix right now so I can avoid all of these to-dos and all this panic?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so yes, that's not where you want to start, people.
Mm-mm.
Right, when panic sets in, don't run to Netflix or Hulu. Although there's a lot of new shows coming out and it's kind of good right now. But yeah, so what do you do? Because I have my little mind games that I play with myself.
Yeah, so I break it down to the things that are unfinished. Like what is something that I can just finish in 10 minutes and it's going to be done and it's going to give me some momentum for the day. So I have my list, right? I have 6 things. I try to keep it to 4 or fewer. I don't keep like a running list of things that needs to be done in front of me. I keep a list of like 4 things that I can finish today. And there's either going to be, and at the end of the day there's a category like the things that I knew how to do and I could get done and I did it, the things that I knew how to do but it turns out I didn't have the resources for it right now, whether it's the time or just the tools or whatever it is to finish. And then there's the things that need to get done that I don't know how to do, that's going to take some extra help. And those are kind of like the 3 categories, and then I can cherry pick from yesterday's list at the end of the day of, okay, I can finish my sales tax. It's going to take me 10 minutes to do my sales tax. Let's get that done. And then once I get into the tempo for the day, I'm in for the tempo.
Yes.
But like my danger place that I need to look out for is that when I get up in the morning, I'm going to get an early start. I come into my office and I open my email.
See, I
Every
always start
time.
with my email, but I don't have an issue with my email. Like a lot of people do.
Yeah, it's my suck. Like, oh shoot, I need to
Really?
do that in my list. Like, I'll get to it. I'll get to it. And I don't. I get into my email, and then one thing leads to another. Like, oh, I need to finish that thing for my tax guy. Oh, in order to finish that thing for my tax guy, I need to talk to my bank. Oh, in order to talk to my bank, I promised her that I'd have this thing for my PPP. Oh, I should go do this. And the day's pretty much gone already.
Okay, so I do start with my email as well. And I'm a like I'm a super email person. Like I'm like I start here, I highlight a bunch and I hit delete. Like I don't even read them. Like because we all know we have emails. So when I wake up from when I go to bed at night, I'll clean my email sometime before I go to bed, just so I want to wake up with less. And then I wake up in the morning and there's another 60, 65 emails. And I'm like, okay. So I'll go start at the top. I'll look down the list. If I can, I grab a whole bunch, highlight, delete. And then the ones I save, I read, I forward to wherever they need to go. And I'm only left with the ones that I know I have a task that I have to do. And then I do what you just said, where I look down and go, what's going to take me less than 5 minutes or 10 minutes? And I do the same thing around my house. When I have so much to do, I'm like, what's going to take me less than 5 minutes to do? Maybe 6 minutes. Okay, tackle it. Force yourself to. Ignore the pain. Start. Right? Start. On my website, I have the Mel Robbins book, The 5-Second Rule, which it's really, that whole book is about starting. Yep. Put your feet on the ground and get your ass moving. That's the bottom line, right? Do your countdown like you're a rocket ship, which is basically how she came up with this. And you know what? When you're in bed, you're like, I really should get up and do this. I don't want to. Let me just lay in bed for a little bit longer. It's like, and then I have so much to do today. Let me just stay in bed, right? That's the other thing that people do. But if you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, put my feet on the ground, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, take a step, get to that dishwasher, start emptying it out, get to my computer, deal with my email, get to my messages, and deal with that one client who's a royal pain in the ass, let's say, and the one you're trying to avoid, right? So less than 5 and 10 minute items first, knock them out, because check, 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 check. It feels so good to check things off. And then I always go to, I want my clients to say, what marketing am I doing today? What's going to help bring in my next client, or what is going to help bring in my next income, right? I want to the money, emails, proposals, phone calls, networking with someone that might bring you business in the future to be done first thing in the morning. And it's amazing how for most of us, that will drive our energy to then tackle the really big thing you've been avoiding.
Yeah. I really like the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method, just because it gives me that space. Because in my mind, I have a toddler throwing a tantrum. I don't wanna, you can't make me, I'm grown up now, I don't have to. What's this really gonna cost me? I'm throwing a temper tantrum with myself, really, essentially is what it is. And that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 gives me some space to just blank out my mind. I'm just counting backwards from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and begin. So that's actually what Nora and I are going to do. I told her to come home, take a nap, and then she and I are going to take the first thing. And the first thing is just a permission slip that she needs signed.
Yes. Yes. It's the same thing. Email box, pile on your desk, messages you have to return, family members who are waiting for a phone call from you, right? This all falls into, oh my God, I have so much to do. What am I supposed to do first? And that temper tantrum that you're having with yourself really will take longer than it would be to do whatever you're avoiding doing half the time.
Yeah. It's not fun having the temper tantrum. That's just what's going on in my mind.
Totally. And I have temper tantrums over stupid things. Like I love to work. So work is never a temper tantrum for me. But tell me I have to clean out the dishwasher or do the laundry. My brain's playing all kinds of games with themselves. Like, I'll do it later. I don't need to do it now. Okay, those dishes are really fine. And I'm a good housekeeper, but my brain does always fight those things. And then after I do it, and it took me literally 3 minutes while my coffee was dripping into the cup from my Keurig. I cleaned out the whole dishwasher while my coffee was dripping into the cup. I think, what a game I just played in my head with myself to avoid doing something that literally took me 30 seconds or a minute to do.
And really, these things are a service to yourself. It's a form of self-love to begin, right? Like, because really, when I'm throwing a temper tantrum, who am I punishing? Future Megan, not now Megan. And now Megan isn't even enjoying it, right? She's just miserable.
Yes. So here's one of the things I wrote down when you started to talk about this in the beginning. Trying to enjoy the process, right? When we don't have enough business, we're like, oh my God, I don't have enough business. When we have too much business, we're like, oh my God, I have so much business. What am I going to do? And I have so much to do. I'm never going to be able to get it done. Where in there, in either scenario, are you actually saying, I chose to be an entrepreneur and I'm going to actually enjoy it, rather than being, oh my God, I don't have enough business, I don't know what to do, and panicked, to, oh my God, I have too much to do. What am I going to do? Like, where is the enjoyment in there? Right? And I feel like what I really have been working on lately is understanding that I became an entrepreneur, and I know that these ups and downs and this overwhelm and the panic and then the relief and then the panic and the relief is part of the journey of being an entrepreneur. And if we can look at it like that, it's hard to do, but it takes practice, enjoying every step of the way, even the hard stuff, and starting to look at it differently, it makes the biggest difference in the world.
Yeah.
If you had nothing to do, that means you don't have a business.
I gotta ask, like, so when you finally clean out the dishwasher, because I'm the same way, do you like have a little celebration for yourself? Like, I do a little dance in the kitchen, like, look at me, I can grown up.
No, what I end up doing is beating myself up for why did it take me so long to do it? Because, like, what's wrong with me is what I say to myself. What's wrong with me? Why do I do this every other day? Avoid this thing that was so easy. But isn't it amazing how you probably have this too? Everyone seems to. You have to go with the natural ebb and flow of your own energy.
Very much so.
So my staff can put on my calendar that Friday I was supposed to film videos. Did my hair, put on my pretty shirt, got on my computer and went, nope, that's not happening today. Oh, because the landscaper's outside and he's making noise and like every excuse in the sun. Yesterday, I got to my desk. I'm like, oh, I get to do those videos today. Changed my shirt and I did the videos within like 7 minutes. They were done, 4 videos. Yet it was something on Friday that I was like having the temper tantrum in my head.
Been there, done that. Where like I'd record videos, I'd spend 2 hours trying to get it right, go to bed, throw my temper tantrum the next morning, wake up and delete the whole thing. And then the next morning, I'm like, oh, yeah, boom, 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 15 minutes, perfect, done.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
I've also recognized that after 3 o'clock, I'm worthless when it comes to like the interaction, the hard stuff, the thinking type things. I need to be out. I need my fresh air. I need time with actual people, like physically, my family or however that is.
Right.
My VA does not put things after 3 o'clock on my calendar anymore because it's just
it's an exercise in futility. Right? But it really is a matter of when I start to get panicked, what I find is if I can readjust my mind to this is the journey I chose and I'm going to enjoy it, even through the tough times. And then I'm going to do the countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, just do it. But the thing that's most important for me, and I've learned about myself, is I need big gaps in my calendar. When I have back-to-back 7 clients in a row, 50 minutes, and I've done that, and I still have it occasionally. But for the most part now, I've put these nice big gaps in my calendar, so I have that time to go with my natural flow of my energy. Right? Time blocking does not work perfectly for me. I can't block out every second, which some people can do. I can't. It backfires on me. I get overwhelmed and panicked just by seeing that on my schedule, where if I have less on my schedule, I actually get more done.
That's a great thing to recognize, because even when I do that, right? Like, okay, Thursdays are my client days. I have 4 of them. Boom, 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 boom. If I have a half hour in between, it feels like I'm really constricted. So I started putting an hour in between. So I giving myself permission. Megan, you have an hour. You need to get out of your office. Just stand up, outside, check on your flowers, or play a game of bridge while enjoying a cup of coffee in the kitchen, or on a walk somewhere out. Get out, because otherwise I'm going to spend that hour of time being like, I need to get something done, and nothing gets done in that time anyway.
Yes. And we're stuck at our computers, right? So both of us coach people who are out and about and have to go to job sites and gotta go to client appointments. And that also is very important to, when you're panicked and you have too much to do, make sure you're looking at your calendar and realize the world is not going to fall apart if you take an hour today. The soap opera that you are in will be exactly the same place tomorrow.
Yeah.
So when panic sets in, you have to go, how much importance am I putting on every single thing on my list? Oh my God, I have to get all this done. Half the time I meet with my clients, and if they're in a panic and overwhelmed state, I'm like, let's look at your list. You don't have to do that today. You don't have to do that this week. Oh, you don't even have to talk to that person. They're putting pressure on you, but you don't have to say yes, right? And you can start really not giving the same level of 1 through 10, 10 being the most important thing you have to get done. There are people who make everything a 10. Everything being a 10 is going to keep you in panic mode all the time. You really have to start assessing properly what can be delayed and what needs to be done immediately in order to start balancing yourself out. Does that make sense?
That's awesome. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Hmm.
It's hard. It's our natural state. And then here's the other thing. When you get panicked, do you talk about it too much? Do you tell everyone who decides to get on with you, like, oh my God, I have so much to do today. I don't even know how I'm going to get it all done and I'm not feeling well. And my sister's right? And you just start like, I do that sometimes. And I go, wait, hold on. What I'm focusing on is expanding because now I'm talking about it to everybody. So I always say, you know what? I have my 3 people that I decompress with. This is part of my book, right? It's part of in my book, the first chapter. Decompressing is so important. If it's something that you lead with when you're overwhelmed and you're panicked and you're leading with that on every conversation, that is going to expand your focus on it rather than not talking about it, getting the job of the conversation, what needed to get done in that conversation done and moved on to the next. You will get so much more done in your day.
I love it.
Does that make sense?
I love it. I love it.
It's so hard to just keep it, I want to tell all 10 people I talked to today how overwhelmed I am about something, but I go, nope, not going to go there because that's just going to make my focus expand on it. Let me just talk to them about what I need to talk to them about and not bring up this other thing. And that allows me to get more done in my day.
So what's the first thing you're going to work on after this call?
What am I going to work? I have to review. We have a new, very simple product coming out about I think right now it's 65 ways to market yourself. But it may end up being 67. It might end up being 60. I need to review that. And that's the next thing that I've been avoiding because it takes concentration. So what I will do is I will put a half an hour timer on my phone. I will turn off my Facebook, my emails, all my notifications, and I will just focus that half an hour on getting that done. And that's hard to do. Even a half an hour when you have all these notifications. But that's my next thing. What's your next thing?
I have to finish 2 reconciliations before I can send my things to my tax guy. Shoemaker's children, the cobbler's children have no shoes. So that will take me all of 20 minutes to finish that up and send it over.
It's amazing how little time things do take. And I think I remember telling you this. You're my virtual CFO. You taught me how to reconcile my QuickBooks and all that stuff. And in the past, I would let that go for months and months and months. Now, every once in a while, before our Tuesday talks, I'm like, oh, I have 10 minutes. Let me reconcile all 4 of my accounts. And it takes 6 to 7 minutes. Where that 10 minutes before, normally I would talk to you this morning. I'd be like, oh, let me go get a cup of coffee. Let me go do this, right? Instead, I'm like, I could get this thing checked off my list.
Absolutely.
In 10 minutes. So our point of talking about this today is that we recognize that we are like everyone else, right? We panic when we have too much on our plates. We panic when shit's going on with our family and we have work stuff. But the bottom line is if you can focus on one at a time, not multitasking, single tasking and getting each one done and fight your inner child tantrum, you get it done. And by the next day, you'll be like, how can I duplicate that? I did such a good job today. So if you haven't gotten the 5-second rule, it's on my website on the resources page. You can certainly get it from there or just go to Amazon. It's a really helpful book to get you moving when you're stuck and when you're in a panic mode. But if you need to go back and listen from the beginning because we gave some great tips today, I think.
I think so too.
All right, Megan. So go do your reconciliations and tell everyone how to find you and what you have going on for them.
Yes, come on over to megandolly.com. We have a few different things up in the products tab that are out in the works. And so we have our hiring for profit that is cooking like gas. And so when you're finding yourself like, I'm busy, I need to hire, I need some help, but I'm scared of the money side. I don't know how that's going to work. I'll show you how it's going to work. We do the math for you.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. All right. So if you need Megan, which I think everybody needs Megan, that's what I think personally, go reach out to her. And if you are stuck in overwhelm related to your business, profitability, your service model, your marketing, your sales, your ideal client, clients hammering you, get on my calendar for a consult. Sometimes it only takes 50-minute 50 call with me to kind of get you off that fence and moving towards profitability. It makes the biggest difference in the world. So don't sit and overwhelm. Reach out.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's great. I mean, sometimes people are like, oh, a coaching relationship. Do I have room for that? And that 1 hour, sometimes all it takes to jigger something loose.
Oh my God. Yeah. And you know, what's funny? I think people are afraid to get on the phone sometimes with a coach because they think they're going to be slammed into some program. I literally don't sell anyone anything I don't think they need. Like, I don't even want to work with somebody if they don't need me. You need me once, you need me to help you with a certain situation you have going on right now. That's part of what I do. And those are kind of fun. They're fun.
That's why I don't offer month to month to the general public. Doesn't happen. You might not need it.
Yep, exactly. So, all right, everyone, go have a great Tuesday. When panic sets in, just get started is what we should have said, right? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get your feet on the ground and get started with whatever you've been procrastinating with. And if you need us, you know where to find us. Have a great day. Thanks, Megan.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.